Let's turn now to someone with a worldwide presence in hospitality and leisure and luxury. That's Accor Group. The hotel operator is the name behind 45 or so brands, including the Orient Express, Fairmont, and Sofitel. Their near 6,000 properties are in 110 countries. They've got 1,300 more hotels in the pipeline. Joining us for more is Sébastien Bazin. He's chairman and CEO of Accor. Please excuse my French accent and welcome. It's good to see you.
Your French was perfect, my dear.
Merci beaucoup. Okay, she came up with it. Okay, what is going on with European economy? Let's start there. We just had an analyst downgrade the whole block, saying the U.S. looks more attractive right now. 44% of your rooms are in Europe. We just had those elections. Are you concerned about risks there?
Well, not really for my industry. Maybe I'm going to be the outlier. Anybody who's going to be betting against hospitality is likely to be wrong because it's all linked to demography, emerging middle class, envy of traveling. We're going to have the Olympics in front of us, which is going to be a fabulous moment in France. We have the European Soccer Cup playing in Germany today. And I've been hearing your predecessor live on TV. We're doing just fine. And we have occupancy picking up. We have pricing stabilizing and still actually very strong. And, only a year ago, people have been telling me we're never going to be able to cope with inflation. And not only did we, but we had great results in 2023, all of us. So just it's all a matter of demography, emerging middle class, and envy of traveling. So I won't bet against any of us.
Okay, what about your U.S. properties? How are those looking?
Actually, pretty good. We are in pretty great cities like Philadelphia, New York, Washington. We are in the 3 to 5% growth, actually less so than we could be in Middle East, which is way above 20%, less so than Middle East, which is way above 10%. Northern Europe is fragile. Southern Europe, super strong. Italy, Spain, Portugal, south of France, Med, they're still very strong. So we're looking for a pretty good summer season, way up compared to last summer season, which was already very strong. So no, we're not blind optimistic. But we have some good days in front of us.
20% growth in the Middle East is super impressive, not least given some of the turmoil that they're going through right now. You mentioned the southern Spain and Portugal, areas like that. Who is fueling this growth, especially the really rapid high growth? We've known in many past years it was often Chinese travelers. Is that still the case, or is it different parts of the global population?
Well, it's being Chinese travelers being 150 million traveling in 2019. They've been down to 40 million last year. I was in China last week. We're betting on probably 80 million of them being back at the end of this year, which is twice the numbers of last year. A lot of Indian travelers coming for the first time. Still a lot of Americans going to be traveling here for the summer, mostly in Southern Europe and in Greece. So it's coming from all over the world, including from the Eastern Europe countries. So it's a very different mix. English still being traveling. So you just need to be at the right place with the right brands.
You said something interesting, though, that Indian travelers are starting to kind of be a bigger force for the first time. Does that change? Do they have different kinds of travel preferences or experience they're seeking out than maybe the Chinese or other populations, or are they just a new motor of growth for you?
You have the third of India is emerging middle class, which was not the case 5 years ago. And you know what they have today is capacity to travel. Indigo Airline, which is 60% market share, largest airline in India, has opened 30 international hubs from Seychelles and Singapore, Bangkok, and of course, Middle East. So they have capacity to travel, they have a way of traveling, and they have an envy to discover the world. And it's only 40 million Indian traveling today. Count 5 years, and they would be well above 100 million of Indian traveling, trying to pair with the Chinese and the Americans. So India is the biggest bet for each of us in terms of welcoming new travelers.
So as we're debating here, kind of what's going on with the consumer over the next 6 to 12 months, would travel slow down before a broader slowdown were coming? Or would you have early warning signs, you think, or no?
Yeah, we have early warning signs in terms of slowing down in pricing is no longer increasing as big as they were a couple of years ago. But I guess you just have to basically compare only one thing, which is critical. You have a demand in the world of people traveling, probably growing between 5 to 7% every year for the next 20 years. It was 3 to 5% the last 5 years. Supply is extremely slow, between 1.5 to 2%. So you're going to go for the next 20 years, 3 times demand over supply. From the last 20 years was 2 times demand over supply. So what you need to really watch is the number of new hotels being actually built. And those are very minimal because of cost of construction, interest rate, and the risk being taken by investors. So those who have the greatest market share, Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, Accor of the world, do benefit from the pace in demand and actually slow a growth of supply.
Sure. Although, as I mentioned, you still have some hotels in the pipeline. Let me ask you as a final question what you think about Airbnb. It came on the scene in such an explosive way and changed a lot of people's travel habits, potentially for good. But there are some of us who might say, after doing it a few times, maybe there's something to be said for the traditional hotel experience.
Well, please say that to everybody next to you. Do I? I think we've been able to cope with one another. Seriously, it's the same travelers. Anybody's going to go for 4 or 5 days with more than 4 or 5 family members or friends, likely is going to go for Airbnb, which I don't like, but they are. And the same person is going to go for less than 2 nights, less than 2 person, will not go to Airbnb, will stay in a hotel. So we're not enemies of one another. We just have to cope, and I just have to do a better job of seducing those group of 5 people for 5 nights, and better stay with us because we probably can offer them the ability to meet somebody in the bar, the restaurant, the local community, which you cannot do if you go to an Airbnb flat because you don't meet anyone. So just welcome to my world. I'll actually get you the cross-cultural experience that I guess you're looking forward to get.
I think it was, one late night in Eastern Europe, and I couldn't get in. And, now it's so expensive, and, it's nice to have the housekeeping. Anyway, I don't have to tell you. Sébastien, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate your time.
Well, thank you for inviting me.